A traffic stop for speeding in Baltimore revealed a horrifying crime. On the night of July 28, 2021, around 11 p.m. in Baltimore, Maryland, police pulled over a car for speeding. The driver was Nico Johnson, 33 years old. A woman was sitting in the passenger seat. At first, officers only planned to call a tow truck and let the two go. But Nico suddenly said something that stunned them. "It's okay, you'll see me on the news tomorrow." Nico explained she had no home and had been living in her car, which was packed with personal belongings. Officers allowed her to gather anything essential. As soon as Nico opened the trunk, one officer caught a strange smell. Not like dirty laundry, but something that seemed to be decomposing. The officer called a colleague over for confirmation. They asked Nico to open the bags in the car. After going through multiple layers, they found a black suitcase. The smell grew stronger. When officers asked Nico to open it, she tried to avoid answering. They continued unpacking layers of bags, and the odor became so overwhelming that they had to step back and screamed. Inside the suitcase was the decomposing body of a child. Nico broke down crying and pleaded, saying she didn't know something like that was in her car. One officer was visibly shaken in the released bodycam video, his voice trembling. Another had to step aside to pray. The scene was too haunting, but the nightmare didn't end there. Investigators arrived and continued searching the car. They found another child's body, hidden elsewhere inside the vehicle. Both Nico and her companion were taken in for questioning. The companion, however, was released shortly after. She was partially disabled and had no knowledge of the bodies. The identities of the children were quickly confirmed. George Lynn, a 7-year-old girl, weighed just over 18 pounds, so small that officers initially thought she was about 3. She had been dead for over 14 months. Larry, a 5-year-old boy, weighed a little over 20 pounds. He had died about 3 months prior. Due to severe decomposition, the exact cause of death could not be determined. Both children were Nico's biological nieces and nephews, the children of her younger sister. Nico claimed their mother couldn't care for them, so she took them in. There was no legal paperwork, just a verbal agreement within the family. But in the 2 years the kids lived with Nico, no one took them to school, no medical visits were reported, and no missing persons reports were ever filed. Meanwhile, messages revealed the children's mother kept sending money, asking about them, and begging to see them. But Nico always made excuses to avoid letting her visit. Nico was charged with 14 felony counts and now faces up to 50 years in prison. What makes this tragedy even more devastating is how it was only discovered because of something seemingly minor, a speeding violation. 2 innocent children were abandoned until death. For 2 whole years, no one noticed, no one cared. That is what has left the public in shock, anger, and deep sorrow.